Hello, this is Coach Pete Lepak, here to talk about the United Soccer Coaches Convention in 2026 in January in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. When I got there, it was pretty cold, but overall pretty dry. There's people everywhere, over 11,000 coaches walking around the streets. So it took me some time to get oriented, but overall, a great time. So walking into the convention center, there's signage everywhere. It's all in blue and yellow, kind of like the Philadelphia Union. There's just space in the registration hall for everybody or anything. When we got there, there were plenty of conference areas to go to classes. There was about 10 classes an hour. In the convention area, there was plenty of space for coaches to walk around and see so much. There was even a great Adidas section where you could walk around and take a look at all the new uniforms, the new cleats, and this year's soccer ball. There was even an exhibit where you got a chance to see all of the soccer balls that have been used in the previous World Cups made by, of course, Adidas. One of the more frustrating things, though, is no matter which exhibit you went to, there wasn't really a lot to purchase, mostly just to look at or talk to some representatives. So while there was a lot to see, there wasn't a lot that we could actually take home. And of course, the reason why we're there is for the coaches. So there were some coaches sessions there, and with the sessions, there were two fields where you got a chance to watch players in action. They had some players that were as little as 10 and 11 and as old as I'd say 18 or 19 years old training. Coaches were very good at what they were doing, did a good job painting the picture for all the coaches watching and taking notes in the stands. There was also an opportunity to go into the classroom and get a chance to listen to what the coaches had to say about either the sessions that they ran earlier or just about their philosophy on some coaching. So there was high school coaches, college coaches, even pro coaches. It was a great experience. Another thing I really liked was the accessibility of all of the presenters and former players that were walking around. I saw Josie Altidore, Carli Lloyd, Shawn Green, Nicky Butt, among others. And of course, there was plenty of time to walk around and take in all the exhibitors, as well as just to kind of sneak in and watch a couple minutes here and there of different presenters in case you were looking for something else that may have been of interest.
I always admired honesty. I love the coaches that were honest with me. But I think communication is important. And I think a lot of people have to understand that at the end of the day, we're communicating with kids. So we want to be honest, but in a way where we kind of guide them to solutions.
South, and we struck up a conversation. She said, "What do you do?" I said, "I play soccer." She said, "What's your job?" I said, "I play soccer." She said, "Son, how do you make money?" I said, "Man, I play soccer." And 2 weeks later, I'm in front of 1 billion people. And obviously, like I said, it changed my life forever. And I owe a tremendous amount, obviously, to the game. But there's nothing better than a World Cup except a home World Cup. And that's what's on the offing this summer for these players.
There was really so much to see that even between the fields, there were presenters and people giving things away and advertising for their new products or books or really just anything else that had to do with soccer. There were even opportunities to kind of kick a ball around at the Adidas section. And the best part, in my opinion, was when they opened up the exhibitors hall on Thursday night. What was great about it was there was just people everywhere trying to get in, as well as the exhibitors trying to show you what is new and in the cutting edge of soccer technology, as well as other soccer events or activities or even equipment that's been coming out so that you could see it in person and live for sometimes for the first time ever. And of course, what's a trip to Philadelphia without going to the Reading Terminal Market? They had food there from Cajun to cheesesteaks to pizza to barbecue to Caribbean. Really had anything that you wanted. It was very close to the convention center, only a couple of minute walk. It was a great experience and some great food. that really made the trip worthwhile.
Hayden Xhokaxhiu, South Windsor High School.
Our trip concluded with the All-American ceremony, where we were lucky enough to see our very own Hayden Xhokaxhiu receive his All-American Award for South Windsor High School's 2025 season.